Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in the building. We are back as always. Let me get my people on Instagram in here. All right, all right, all right. Y'all know what it is. High School Basketball Weekly. We back, baby. Another one.
Another one.
It's been a busy week. A lot of basketball. Stay tuned. All right. Let's start the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to High School Basketball Weekly. I am your host, Glenn Poole Harding. Always with my guy,
Brian Reichert.
Yo B. I like the way our picture sits on top of the logo. I'm gonna have to get my guy to get that and put it together so that's just permanently there always.
I love it, baby. Absolutely right.
No doubt. Sitting on top of the basketball world. Well,
Right.
I know we did our game of the week, number 3, this past week, right? Or this week. And we was at
We went back
Brooklyn
to college.
College Academy. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Facts.
It
Facts.
should have been Pooh goes back to college.
Man. Salute to the whole BCA team and the whole BCA coaching staff. Thanks for inviting us out, making us feel at home. And what a great win.
Man, that was a great atmosphere, old school, and Coach Pitch and his boys delivered. Man, that was a lot of fun. And BCA, man, whoa.
Y'all better watch out, man. Better watch out. They got some players in that team. Great starting 5, good bench. Man, they looking like they're gonna go back to the city championship and hopefully finally they can win it. And B, man, great job, man. Great job, man. Great job to my guy B. Always holding it down. I had double duty. I had to film and kind of commentate. My mic was not acting right for some reason, but B held it down. So go check it out. It's a great listen. And it's a great game too, man. Blowout, but still great game.
Yeah, man, always good to see some kids that are kind of flying under the radar. And BCA has some guys, man, some size, some length. Some kids who can play in college. So college coaches should definitely check them out.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Just so y'all understand what we was doing. I know you guys probably saw it, but we're gonna give it to you guys anyway. This is what it is right here. Uh, BCA highlights, baby.
Man. Oh, baby. A lot of threes, some dunks, tons of steals. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, I just want to show that again, B. That was awesome. Then the cheerleaders kicked it in the background. Great high school atmosphere, brother. Great high school atmosphere, man. So great
No,
job again.
appreciate that, man. It was a lot of fun.
No doubt. Ayatollah Beast always on the check-in.
Yes.
Number one basketball heads always in the building. For sure, for sure. Um, so we had some other PSL games that we could talk about that happened throughout the week.
And you were at the Swoosh Classic, right, Pooh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, let's talk about the Swoosh Classic,
Yeah,
man.
Swoosh Classic. I heard it was a good one again.
Very good game. South Shore against Monroe. Uh, it was a tough game,
Yeah,
right? We all know that it's been a hard time for South Shore this year, but what I'm seeing that they're putting together the pieces as the year goes on, and they might be one of those teams that may be like in that last playoff spot to get in, and may do some damage when the playoffs come. But for right now, they're getting their bumps and bruises. But they played a really tough Monroe team to the end, and Monroe actually pulled it out at the end. So again, salute to Monroe. But they're having their ups and downs as well. So we can definitely get into that later on. South Shore girls came up short to Friends, the Friends School in Pennsylvania.
mm,
These girls is tough. South Shore had them. South Shore had them on the ropes. South Shore had them on the ropes all game, and the fourth quarter came, and Friendship switched into that 1-2-2, had the big girl on top, made it difficult for them to see over the top of that zone, and that really caused some problems for the South Shore girls.
tough, man.
That was very tough. And then the nightcap, Lawrence Woodmere versus the Patrick School, and that was a rematch that they beat the Patrick School in New Jersey, and Patrick School started off strong. Man, they was had Lawrence Woodmere, almost down.
Yeah,
Then they came climbing back, coming towards halftime, and then after halftime, I guess Coach Tiny Morton must have said something to them because they came out a whole different team. And, it was Detroit Faison show in the first half, but then the second half, it all belonged to Anderson Diaz. And he showed why, he's definitely one of the best players in the country, sophomores in the country. And, look, they got one of the best backcourts in the country at this point. And the way they going around out of town, from what I'm hearing, kicking a lot of butt. They may be ranked in the nation come, mid-season or, somewhere down the season. Definitely next year, but the way they're going around and kicking guys' butts, man, Coach Martin got them playing and the way that he wants them to play right now.
yeah. Shout out Coach Morton. I mean, it's like almost a different guy steps up every night. That roster's loaded, getting the bigs to really play well, and Coach Morton's got his eyes on that top 25. So they're gonna keep pushing. They beat quality teams like the Patrick School. I mean, to take down Brandon Lee, the Illinois commit, terrific player. That's a big win. It's a big win, and Coach Morton's off to a great start.
Brandon Lee is such a
Dude,
pure
so good.
scoring, like just not this athlete. We talking about straight basketball player. So, and they had a dominant big man who, actually they had two dominant big men, but can't remember their names right now. The Patrick School. So yeah, that should be about it for the Swoosh Classic. Salute to my guy Basil Kennedy in the check-in. CK, what up? What up? What up, CK?
The best.
No doubt. So let's get to some of these scores so we get to the Captain School League and get to our topic of the night. I spoke to Coach Pollard today. We had a great conversation. He has the number one team in the PSCL, and Coach B has them. Shall I let it out, B? What you got them rank, or we should let them wait for it?
Oh, you could tell him, man. I got him. I do a Power Five that includes the top five kind of programs in like all of New York, kind of roster based, and I was saying when I first started, I don't know. Someone said, "Is a PSAL school ever going to be on it?" I said, "I don't know. I hope so." And literally already Jefferson coming in at number 4, behind Tiny Stepanak and Luhai. So Thomas Jefferson entering that rare air, man, and they're ranked number 1 in the state in a lot of polls. Off to a tremendous start.
Yeah, he was saying that too. He was saying that too. So salute to Coach Paula and everything they're doing out of town. They won 2 games in Houston, Texas,
Yep.
and then another 2 games in Florida so far.
Yep.
With a tough win in the fourth quarter, comeback 66-64 behind their 2 superstars, Jada Swan and Connor Spratley, who hit the winning basket. I think we have that right here. Let's get into Jada Swan first. Let's get into Jada Swan first, and then we get into Connor.
Love it.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Havoc on Florida.
Oh yes, yes. Hold on, before I get ahead of myself. Go. 1. Oh, that's 2. That's 1. Here we go. Hold on. Oh my God. I didn't even see this what he was talking about. Wow. So the kid trying to take a offensive foul on Jada. Wow. Wow.
Insane.
He said he tried to take a charge, Pooh, and just like backed up, and the field stayed there, Jada would have just cleared him. That would have been crazy.
Man, that was an incredible play. This kid's athleticism is wild.
It's sick. It's sick. And here's the winning shot by Mr. Tough Shot himself, Connor Spratley.
This was nuts.
Oh man.
Clutch.
Definitely. Yo. Connor never ceases to amaze me. And if you see his reaction, it's like, this is what I do, baby.
Walk in the park, man.
Right.
This is 8th grade.
See, and look, did you see the way Jada grabbed Connor? Like, these 2 guys love each other. These guys been playing with each other since they were younger, and then they both opt out to not, opt out of the AAU to stay home and play with each other.
Yeah, you always talk about that and how much you think it's impacted the team, and everything's coming up, Jeff, right now, man. All the buttons are working, everything's falling. It's awesome to see, especially with some ups and downs they've had over the past couple of years.
Definitely.
Yeah, they've really been impressive, man. In every game making statements. I mean, Jada Swan is must-see TV, and I mean, I still don't understand how Spratley's even available. It's crazy. Every local D1 should be all over him.
That's a definite.
Oh yeah,
That's a definite. Connor Spratley, definitely Division I player and should have multiple scholarships. So I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't jump on them, y'all gonna be eating y'all thoughts and y'all words and y'all actions
and
when
he's
it
probably
comes
gonna
to it.
continue.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So they won tonight, 66-48. To put them in the championship tomorrow, which makes them 9-0 right now.
Wow.
They're 9-0 right now, so they definitely chip chasing. And from what I'm hearing by Coach Pollard, if they win the championship and beat this team, that may put them in contention for one of the top spots in the nation. But all those tough schools that's playing there, hopefully they knock off somebody on that list or playing somebody on that list.
Absolutely. They're another team hovering right around the top 25. Like, people don't realize, like, we may not have a ton of teams in the top 25. From 25 to 75, we have a bunch that are there. So we got guys knocking on the door, teams that are getting hot. St. Francis Prep, don't be surprised to see them 5-0. Don't be surprised to see them start being on some rankings as well. A lot of New York teams itching for that top 25 spot.
Definitely. I'll be putting out another top 10 soon. So be ready for that one as well.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Making my way around the city. Wings Clip Monroe. That's what I'm saying. Monroe been having their ups and downs. Wings Clip Monroe.
What?
64-63. Yes.
I
Wings
knew you had
Academy.
something cooking. I knew you had something cooking when you weren't happy about that Monroe.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, they've been in a roller coaster this whole season. They've been winning some games and then losing games that you think they should win.
Yes. They got a great coaching staff. Shout out Glasses. That's my guy. They really do a good job. They got a ton of kids. What do you think the problem is? What do you think's going on? And I'm not even saying that there's a major problem. I just think this team should be doing better because I think they are better.
Coach, I've been saying this for the last couple of years. Monroe is the team that when you see them, they look good in flashes.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're not consistent. And I know for the last few years, you know, they'd be right there on the cusp of being an elite team.
Absolutely.
And then they falter at the end. So I think their problem has been consistency overall, right? If they can be consistently good all the way around and be disciplined, knowing that they need to win certain games to maintain the level of status that they need to be on. And then at the end of the season, do the same thing to get over the hump.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been able to get over the hump the last few years.
It's a great point, Pooh, and I think you're spot on. I think you're right on it. And you know, because they've had all different types of teams, you know, different guys be the focal point.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of talent. Every year they have a ton of guys. I mean, they're always like the scariest team in warm-up lines you ever see, you know.
Yes. That's so true. That's so true.
You know?
Yep.
So wow, that's what a and listen, shout out Wings, man.
That's right.
Win to put on the resume. And you know, to show that league that they're ready to make a run. Whew.
Right. The new coach, I think Jabbar Fortes, that's the coach that's always been there.
Since Billy's gone?
Well, yeah, that's the coach that's been there.
I believe so.
He's been, you know, they've been slowly getting better throughout
that program's been grinding, man. You know, by piece.
Yeah. Hopefully I got that right. If not, DM me and we'll make sure we get it right and correct on the next show. Wings Academy top performers: Rashard Green, 18 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Deshaun Carnegie Jr., 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Emmanuel Neves, 11 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Fabian Jimbo, 9 points, 15 rebounds. Definitely. Mary Burcham, coming off 2 good wins. They beat Transit Tech, and they also beat 50th Street in back-to-back wins. So salute to Coach Eddie Lau doing this thing over there.
Absolutely. By the way, Wings head coach Michael Salvatore.
Michael Salvatore, thank you.
And
Thank you.
right, that's the I think he's the assistant coach that you named, the head of.
Okay, got you.
Mm.
Appreciate you.
But yeah. Shout out Coach Lau, Transit Tech. Like you said, on a nice win on the move, moving up.
Yeah, this is a rebuilding year for Transit Tech. You know, spoke to Coach Hadford, and he was just talking about he has some young players that they're really grinding and doing their thing in their division. But beating a team like Mary Burcham was kind of tough. On the road at Mary Burcham, they weren't able to pull it through. So Mary Burcham got the win, and they also beat 50th Street as well. Bedford Academy defeats Bushwick for the second time, 80-70, led by senior captain Dakota Harrison, 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Rob Phelps Jr., 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. Kai Ko, 12 points, 5 rebounds. And Levy Doherty, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Yes.
Shout out Coach Phelps and Phelps Jr., man. Love that combination.
Yeah, definitely. Dad-son combinations, also always great to see. Canarsie with 2 big wins against Lincoln. Big-time league win versus Lincoln on Tuesday, 82-75. Top performers, P.J. Singleton, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Devin Clark, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. And Xavier Francis, another 3-assist shot from another triple-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists.
Pooh, talk about that young man, because every game they play in, that's the name that pops out. And man, when you see the highlights, that kid is making plays, filling up the stat sheet.
Man, big salute. Xavier Francis, one of my favorite players in the whole PSAL. This kid is tough. He's relentless at going to the basket. He can shoot the deep ball. He can play defense. He loves to play 94 feet. And also he gets a lot of people in foul trouble because he's very crafty around the basket. Man, I love that kid game because he plays hard from beginning to end. He doesn't take any plays off. So salute to the senior.
Oh yeah, very solid 2-way player. And another guy, I mean, colleges should be all over that kid, man. He'd be a steal.
Definitely. Bezu said Brooklyn Collegiate and Lincoln boys are playing in the Brick City tomorrow. Yes, in New Jersey. Definitely. He said
any reports on Brooklyn Collegiate this year? I know I haven't seen much of them yet.
Nah. Send me some information, Brooklyn Collegiate. Please. Tell me how you doing so far. And let me know how you're doing this weekend. Said, do Connor remind you of Mo Kirby? No, he doesn't. Rest in peace to my guy, Mo Kirby. They had 2 different kind of games. They had 2 different styles of games. So 2 different point guards for sure. A lot of teams are talented. However, a few teams are ready for prime time. That's true.
That might be the most true statement we hear tonight, my friend.
That's right. Everybody's not ready for prime time. It's just not at all.
And it's a good next step,
Oh, no, we didn't get to the Juco rules. We'll be there in a few minutes. We got like another few minutes, and then we'll get into that. So you can tune in there. Appreciate you.
Yeah, hang tight, because we're definitely talking about that.
Yeah. I had to blow the whistle for you. I told her, I know you out there waiting for it, brother. Appreciate you. So my God, he appreciates the whistle. Do you have any news on some top girl teams? No, but we need to do, I say, give us to like next week, and maybe we'll dedicate a whole show to just the girls.
And listen, my Long Island Lutheran girls are cooking, baby, cooking out. I mean, they're winning in Hawaii. They're blowing teams out. Olivia Jones just got an offer to LSU. I mean, we got to get Pooh to a game because these girls are unbelievable.
Bet. So can we commit to that? We'll do like at least a whole half hour, just straight girls.
For sure.
And then
course.
we can catch everybody else up with all the other games because
Could
there's a
have,
lot of good basketball that we have to at least get to.
yeah, maybe we could have one of the Lehigh girls on. We'll see what I can do.
Bet. Sounds like a good thing for sure. Yeah. Send them my way. Always looking for talent in upstate New York. All right. Hey, listen. We're gonna be doing some things soon, so we definitely gonna need that upstate connect for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. So stay tuned for that. But let's keep on with this other news. Okay. Says shout out to impact players. Roman Gittins, Nana Donko, and Tafari Kennedy, and Becky Clauswell, Joel Beard for stepping in. Hey man, look, those bench players always helps out. Those bench players always helps out for sure. And I think did Canarsie play Lincoln? But I'm not sure about that. I think either they beat Lincoln, but I think that was like a couple of weeks ago. So we won't even touch that. So let's jump into the next set of scores. South Shore defeats Curtis 70-55. Navion Legree, 23 points. Caden Francis, 20 points. Shamari Mitchell, 10 points. Right? And then yesterday.
That's the fourth?
Yeah. And Canarsie. Yes. Right. So their second game that they won was against South Shore. Right? So South Shore beat Curtis, but then and got their first win and then lost to Canarsie, the next day or Thursday, 57-51.
Yeah,
another tough loss by South Shore.
Yeah.
As you can see, they were in the game, but couldn't put up enough points to get the win.
And like you said, if they want to make a run, man, they're running out of time quick.
Too many losses, man, could put them way back in that losing bracket, and they may not, if they don't win more games soon, they may not make the playoffs for the first time in some years.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Time is definitely changing. PJ Singleton led all scorers with 23 points, 5 rebounds. Xavier Francis, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Oh, it won? Hold on. Excuse me. Coach Mark just hit me and said they won. So where did I get? So how did they put up that? Maybe I read the score wrong. Because they put up that they defeated South Shore.
So they won 2 straight.
South Shore won 2 straight. All right. Send me the score, Coach. South Shore. Oh, got you. All right. Hey, listen. We don't claim to be perfect up here. I must have read the wrong information. I swore I read it on South Shore's. Let me look at this. Not South Shore.
All right, Pooh.
Yeah, because I'm looking at like, hold on, did I read the wrong information?
No, we're good. South Shore beat Canarsie, so that means they beat Curtis and Canarsie, right?
Hey, 2-0. Salute to Coach Mark and South Shore.
That's it. Nice
That's right. That's right. Look, 2 wins is better than none, and 2 wins is better than 1. So, hey. Oh, here's the score right here. Oh, it's 59-51.
There you go.
All right. Salute to South Shore. Thank you, Coach Mark. I love my brother, keeping me on point. You know I love you, brother. For
Absolutely.
sure. That's dope. I love that instant. That's great. That's great. Okay. Eagle BK Thrashers E Hall, 87-51. Kevion Jones Allen, 16 points. Amir Dockery, 13 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. And right. Jeremiah JoJo Jacobs, 12 points, 16 rebounds. And your guy, Coach, is back. Richard Jackson, 12 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds.
Big baby, let's go. Eagles ready to roll now.
Yeah, they back in their bag. They back in their bag right now. Big win against E Hall. Susie E. Wagner edges Curtis 77-72. Curtis, man, woo, that they was one of those teams that was making some waves and they're dropping fast.
Stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, Devin Lewis on 27 points, Caden Williams 19 points, Darian Humes James and Christopher Albino Albano, both finished with 11 points. Eagles Bronx defeats Stevenson 79-53. DeWitt Clinton gets by Brandeis 73-66. Norman Thomas had 3 great victories.
Norman Thomas, baby.
Yeah, man. They doing the big up there. Got to go check them out. Coach has been very persistent, hit me up and making sure they get those scores to me. So I appreciate you, Coach. They beat Bushwick 56-48. That moved them to 6-4 overall and 3-1 in their division. And then with their 4th straight win, they beat a tough Stuyvesant team. 61-60.
Beautiful.
So salute to Norman Thomas, man.
Absolutely, man.
Great job. Great job.
Yeah, they got one of the best social media teams too, man. They post everything, win, lose, everything.
Everything. And they got that great media guy, which I'm coming to get mine in person, and I just need to have it in the stash. You know, Coach, we appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah. So you got any Catholic school games, Coach?
Of course, my friend. Of course, I'll get us updated on the week. Christ the King over Iona Prep, 54-50. Scanlon over Holy Cross, 55-47. Rays over Mount Big. Hayes takes down Malloy. Stepanak wins both games on their trip over Wasatch Academy and Sagemont Prep. 2 big wins for Stepanak, especially Wasatch, who's right on the cusp of top 25 and, sent a ton of kids big time. So
that's right.
Playing for Coach Maz. Hayes over Mount. St. Peter's over Farrell. Poly Prep over Zavarian. Scanlon splits their trip down in Tennessee with 1 win. I think they won huge today, and I think they lost yesterday. Hudson Catholic takes down Holy Cross. St. Francis Prep is playing Thomas Aquinas right now. They won yesterday down in Florida, and Holy Cross knocks off Laughlin. Those are some of the AAA scores or AA scores, Pooh. Any thoughts on those?
No, I know a lot of these teams are out of town. I'm waiting for the new year because I know a lot of teams going to have their stuff together. So when we go out to these games, we know we definitely going to see some real competitive games because it all starts to count now.
For sure. And listen, I want to hit the other leagues too. St. John's Prep over All Hallows. Xavier knocks off McClancy. St. Edmunds with a huge win over Fordham Prep.
Woo! Salute.
Whoa. Did not see that coming. Even though Fordham Prep got a monster game from one of their kids, they still lost. Your guys at Salesian, big win over All Hallows.
Wow.
Goes by the sea over Moore Catholic. Kennedy Catholic over Spellman. Then Spellman over Regis. Huge. Sacred Heart over Xavier.
Well, hold on. Was that? Do you know if it was at Regis or at Spellman?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I want to say it was at Spellman, but I'm not sure.
Got you.
I'm not sure. And there's just some Long Island. My Lehigh boys 1-2 this week. Tough loss to Sunrise Christian by 2, and then they lost to the Oklahoma State champs with a top 50 player in the country. Tough loss.
Listen, they're losing a lot of tough games.
Yeah,
this is not the Lehigh of last year.
And listen, they have 5 losses, right? Sunrise Christian, a top 25 team. They lost to the Oklahoma State champs, and then their other losses are programs ranked 4, 5, and 6 nationally. So definitely taking on the big boys, but you're right. Haven't been able to get over the hump, and missing Kion Anthony has been huge.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're definitely missing that. But I heard Dylan Mingo had a monster game the other day. He had 30 points. Yeah, he had a monster game the other day. I don't know if that was in a loss or a win.
He stepped up. He's emerged. He's taken his game to the next level. He's shown why he's a 5-star. Dylan's really been incredible. Caden too. Some of their other guys really stepping up as of late. They just had a big win. Not sure who they played in the losers bracket, but they put it on them. And they'll look to bounce back. Coach Buck kind of gets stronger throughout the season. And just to talk about some other top teams in Long Island, Bayshore 2-0 this week. Half Isle Hills, I was in the building versus North Bab. They handle business. Port Washington, top 3 team, #1 in Nassau, is rolled again. William Floyd lost an assistant coach to a car accident. Rest in
Wow,
peace.
rest in peace.
An absolute legend out there, died in a car accident. His team stepped up, came back and won. A lot of guys crying during that game. It was tough, real tough on the kids. But shout out the whole William Floyd community for sure. Thoughts and prayers are with those guys.
Definitely.
Baldwin wins a couple games. And my upset of the week, a tough Roslyn team knocks off Southside, who was just cracking that top 10, Pooh. A team kind of similar to Monroe. Looks good a lot of the time. And right when you're ready to commit to them, they kind of lose that game that they just can't really focus in on. It's that consistency like you talked about. So big upside. Shout out Roslyn, man, for sure.
Yeah, and I want to give a big shout out to senior guard Jariel Rodriguez from Norman Thomas, averaging 20 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds.
Love it.
No doubt.
Anytime we get some Norman Thomas love, I'm in, Pooh. So
Bet. All right. Listen, now we're going to talk about what we need, to talk about for today.
Yeah.
And, the topic of what everybody's talking about right now. Okay. The new rule by the NJCAA, right?
Nailed it.
National Junior College Athletic Association, the Juco, baby, new Juco rule.
I cannot wait to hear what you say about this one.
Now, I was hoping for our guest to come on, but I don't know if he made it home yet. I told him I'll give him some time to come on. I'm gonna call him right now, see can he come on. Coach Adrian, definitely expert on that situation, but we definitely gonna talk about it right now. So I just gave him a ring to let him know to check his phone, hit me up. But okay. Who's that? Coach Paula just hit me up. Damn dog's a problem. Yeah, them dogs. We talked about you guys first, Coach. We started off the show with Thomas Jefferson. Appreciate you. Keep winning and bring home that chip, baby. Bring it back to the city.
Let's go, baby. Get the wave going.
Now, with our topic of tonight, junior college basketball, with their rule of, I think the NCAA as a whole, right?
Yeah.
They came to agreement to allow athletes to play 2 years of college basketball on the junior college level and then have 4 years remaining when they hit the universities or colleges. Now, I see this as a huge win for the kids, right? There was a lot of people having some great conversations, I would say, in my comments when I put up this post. It's an opportunity for kids who may not was getting that love in high school, right? And they could go to junior college and transform their whole career. It'll give them time to grow. It'll give them time to develop and then be able to have all 4 years. Now, here's the biggie for me.
And a section of kids that, couldn't really afford the prep school or weren't given free rides to prep school, that kind of section of the kids those are the kids that end up at the Juco.
Yeah. And then look, you get a great education. A lot of these kids are going to leave with master's degrees, right? Because you already will have your associates and you'll jump right into 4-year school. You got 4 years of education. And if you do it right, you can leave school with a master's degree. And some NIL money if you're good. So I think it works out for the kid. Now, a lot of people are saying, the kid's going to be older. But the kids are old now. They're seniors right now, 24, 25, 26 playing. There's a guy who's been in college 8 years.
Do you like that, though?
Listen, I'm for the kid.
I agree.
I'm for whatever that's going to give the kid an advantage, because the NCAA and all these institutions been taking advantage of kids for years.
No doubt.
Myself, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me coming into Fairleigh Dickinson, Prop 48, I lose a year, right?
Yep.
On the cusp of being top rookie in my league, my sophomore year, I get hurt one game after the cutoff for me to redshirt. So really, I had like 2.5, not even a half years of college basketball.
Yeah. I know you got really the short end of the stick. Like
Right. So
nowadays
I'm not mad. I'm good. I got my degree.
yeah.
Had a great college life.
No, and I'm just talking perspective, as a
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm saying, just what if I had that extra time?
Imagine I gave you 2 more years of college, how much better you would have been. Right? But now my question to you is inside this question that we're asking, because I'm with you, all about kids. But my question is, do we help 20 kids or 400 kids? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm with you. I
What
think,
do you explain?
because my question is, okay, my son's close to the border, right? Say Pooh Jr.'s born, right? He's close to that birthday, but you know what you say? Let me hold him back, right? I'll hold him back. So now he starts his regular thing, and you have him go to high school for 4 years, okay? Then you send him to prep school, okay? So he's been held back. He's done high school. Now he goes to prep school. So he's basically 2 years older than he should, right? Then he goes to junior college for 2 years. Now you have a 21, 22-year-old entering as a freshman. Now I'm with you. Is it going to help a lot of kids? For sure. But do you think it's going to become that thing of looking at the transfer portal again as if I'm only going to look for kids who are 3 years, 2 years removed in Juco and prep? Why would I recruit a high school kid who's 18 years old, 17 years old? That's the only thing I worry about. Does it make it the high school kid less recruitable? This rule. Because would you rather bring in a 21-year-old seasoned, man, pretty much? I mean, a lot of coaches would, especially since they're the same age.
It's happening right now without that rule.
Well, they're coming in at least as an older player, as a junior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of kids are being left out of the recruiting pool, period.
I agree.
Like, look at all the kids that had to go to prep school the last year or two to get a look.
For sure.
Right? So you got guys who enter now we talking about the elite guys, but you had guys that entered into the league playing against 35, 38, 28-year-old players, 10 years removed from them.
Yeah.
You're going to have to face the smoke regardless. Like all of this, I don't want kids to play against 21-year-old playing against a 26-year-old. You're going to have to face that smoke sooner or later.
For sure. I agree, for sure. And like, for the pro level, I totally get that. And, I see what you're talking about. A lot of kids can make a lot of money, definitely grow from the NIL. I just see it, from a recruiting aspect. I just see every school going, wow, a kid's been in junior college and prep school for 3 years. Why would I take him when he's the same eligibility as a kid who just finished high school? I feel like it's going to just be all these recruiting classes are going to be JUCO kids,
But what about the kid who got, and I want to get to you, E. Kennedy. I would love to bring you on, so because I would definitely hear more. I know you can't type everything, but this is what we're saying, right? So just imagine the kid who's was a reclass, right? Like you said,
Yep.
Was a reclass, does 2 junior college years. Now you got 2 more years left, right? Does that give him an advantage more than the kid who hasn't reclassed? Because I can use my example. Xavier Barrow, who went to Wagner, right? He's in the junior college right now. He's absolutely killing right now, especially in the second year. Um, he wasn't recruited when he was at Wagner, averaging 26
Yeah.
points a game, leading his team to the final 8 in 2 years in a row in the city. From Staten Island, no one was giving him looks. Now he's at junior college. He's doing his thing. This will allow him not only to get into a better situation, right? A high Division II or Division I. Maybe now that he's putting up numbers and got a lot stronger, and give him that 4 years to compete. He's a great student. He's a kid that probably gonna get his master's degree, and that will probably propel him to get a chance to even, if not the NBA, to go overseas, right? And I think if kids want to be competitive, then take the junior college route.
I think it's gonna almost become like a necessity, Pooh. I think it's
Why
junior.
wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? That's
Yeah.
what it's for. That's
But
what it's for. Everybody's
I
complaining
wonder
about the
if kids
kids'
are
age.
I wonder if kids are gonna go there that like are already qualified to go to college. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I get you.
Just because you remain that eligibility, and like, can you redshirt when you come from JUCO and get another like free year?
That's a great question. But hold on.
Or-
Breaking news, breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news. Naz loses to CTK by 2 points. Breaking news, breaking news.
Wow,
Naz loses to CTK by 2 points.
man, have they been
Thanks a lot to my guy, Darren Neal.
a different team since we saw them? Whoa.
They salute to CTK. And I wonder if they watch our broadcast and started to press and started to let those guards do their thing.
I hope so, man. I hope they were pressing and speeding up the game with those guards. That's
Woo!
Coach Harbs, man. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to our discussion.
Yeah.
Why is it not showing? Oh, okay. Ike LWU said 25-26 is a bit reach for the age for reclass. Okay, but my thing is at the end of the day, it's a reach. But you think that the NCAA and the NJCAA, do you think they did this strictly for the older kids? Like, we don't know their reasons for doing this, but we know this is the reality of basketball right now. We don't like it because it's foreign to us. The whole transfer portal is foreign to us. If I had a chance to leave and still play that same year, I would have voted from Philly Dickinson a long time ago. Well, if I had the knowledge, I wanted to leave when I was had to sit out for the Prop 48 and go to junior college. But my moms wouldn't let me. Like, what are you going to do to a junior college when you're at a university? We had no idea. We didn't have the education that we have now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why would you take advantage of it? Now, I don't disagree with you, B. I understand your point. But I'm like, whatever's going to give a kid an advantage, let him have it. Let him have it. But he's going to be home, depressed. Now he knows he has an opportunity. No matter what, because everybody's not going to land at the Division II, no matter at the Division I level. Even at the end of the day, no matter how many kids go to JUCO.
Yeah, no matter how many years you're separated from
right,
doesn't matter. Yeah,
correct. It doesn't. This new rule closes down prep schools and brings power to JUCO.
Gonna get rid of all the crappy prep schools. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
all the whatchamacallit, the sycamores that were on like ESPN, all those are gonna close up real quick, man.
Don't listen. It's a lot of these mom and pop prep schools need to close down.
And
I'm gonna give it a
they're
buck.
all gonna. It's gonna be the legit ones that play in like the knapsack and the big leagues, and everything else is gonna close. Because why would you go there when you can just go to JUCO? You know.
And listen, not knocking the JUCOs. I mean the prep schools. Those prep schools that have a great student body, right? Great support from alumni, right? So you keep that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of these prep schools, they're not playing in front of anyone. No student body, there's no real connection to the school. They're there one and done.
Yeah, there's no school. There's 5 kids in a class. It's like that. I'm totally with you. I'm talking about the Brewsters, the St. Thomas Moores, the NMHs, like those schools up there. That are like national powerhouses almost, and get kids that just need that extra year. But a ton of those mom and pops and those craps is going to close, and that was going to be my favorite part of the whole rule. For sure, because all those jokers are going to be dealt with. Good luck getting eligibility to junior college because it's tough.
I'm telling you, and if I was a kid, I'm like, you know what? I still might go to prep school and then have my 2 junior college years, then still go to college for 4 years. Ooh, that's the life.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of 21-year-old freshmen now, I'm telling you.
Eric Kennedy said, what if I'm an 18-year-old with a full ride to a Division I and I'm practicing every day against 24-year-olds, more experienced and fully developed player? Get your weight up, E. Get your weight up.
I was going to say my line would be get used to
it. Hey, that's the reality. I was 18-year-old freshman playing against 23 and 24-year-old seniors.
Yeah. Listen, guys are getting paid, man. It's really not amateurish anymore,
Not at all. Not at all.
And I'm with you. I'm just hoping my thing, like, I almost am perfectly with Eric Kennedy, but until he says practicing every day against them, I'm about the 18-year-old that they say, listen, we know you have a D1 offer, but we want you to go to prep school and develop, and we'll send you to our junior college, Pooh. Go to my junior college and develop for 2 years. Then you come to us. That's what I'm worried about is going to happen when guys are ready to go. Like, don't tell me Jonas Swan needs to go to junior college, bro. Don't send Connor Spradley to freaking junior college. Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
We're ready.
It says, who says this? Okay, coach is right here. Coach is right here. All right, we're going to bring in Coach A. Coach, what's happening? I know I had to catch you, baby. I had to get you on, man.
You're about to catch one of real live New York City action right now. I'm in Farmers by the Deli. Just got out Coach? The gym. Y'all might hear me order a nice chopped sandwich.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
But we can talk basketball, man.
That's right. That's right. Coach Adrian, this is my guy. Coach Brian, my co-host. I wanted to bring Coach A on. Coach A, he runs a camp for junior college kids. He's been doing this for a long time, put a lot of kids into college. He works with Coach Tippy. Salute to Coach Tippy. And we've been talking, and I was like, damn, you know what? I can bring my man Coach A on because he has a lot of knowledge about this. Coach A, what do you think about this topic that we've been discussing tonight about the new rule in
like Christmas?
junior college?
Is it like Christmas, Coach?
Look, listen, it's probably one of the best things that ever happened to the youth right now. All I could tell you is this: Big Apple Sports is live and ready to take action, and we're ready to help whatever kids is out here that need that platform to get to Juco, because that's something that we've been doing for years, sending kids to Juco, and now it's benefiting everyone. Like, are you serious? Like, you know what I see that's happening right now, man? Kids is about to walk out of here with master degrees, huh?
See, everybody's talking about when they're competing against 18 and 24-year-olds. Yeah, but they're going to get a great education, a great college life, right? And a university that they probably wouldn't have ever had a chance to step on if they only had 2 years.
1,000%.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, all right, Coach. Okay, so my guy Eric Kennedy said, he said, what if an 18-year-old with a full ride to Division I is practicing every day against a 24-year-old, more experienced and fully developed? What do you say to that?
Okay, hold on. Are you serious? So what happened when the 18-year-old was in the league with all the 35s and 24s and 28s, and they were getting drafted in the 90s? Were anybody complaining about that then?
Not at all.
He was ready for that one.
I mean, let's talk about it. Everybody wanted to go to league out of high school back in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong playing with grown men. So now all of a sudden now, good guy's gonna be in school extra longer. It's unfair to the 18-year-old. Well, guess what? We have a place for the 18-year-old. He can go Juco. Because guess what the transfer portal did to them? The transfer portal sent them to post grads, right? Right? Then the post grads sent them to prep schools.
That's a fact. Okay, now the question about the post grad. Do you think this is going to close down prep schools?
Here's the thing. What is the reason for the post grad if that's happening? Because remember, the post grad was the one that actually saved that year, which gave you that 5th year, right? So you use that post grad as your 5th year, and then you enter into a Juco or 4-year program, right? Now, why I need to go post grad when I could work on my game for 2 years and still got 4 years to get at a 4-year university or college? And then let's talk about this. How many kids, right, do we know that end up playing Juco, right? They're probably Division II players, but based on the recruitment that was going on in the league that they're in, they slip and fall D3. Now, the kid who ended up slipping going D3, he still gets 4 years to play at that Division II level. He still gets the chance to develop. That coach still got 4 years to build that product. And what I see is you got kids staying in school much longer. And why would you even have to transfer? Because that Juco situation should make you solid as a player. So now you enter your freshman year in a 4-year school. You're polished. You're ready. You have experience. Now, let's say you did 2 years of Juco. You weren't that good. You still got 4 years to develop. How many guys we know that weren't that good in Juco that were late bloomers and then they end up blowing up at the end of their senior year? That's that kid's second year at a 4-year program, already 4 years in. He's very well experienced. And then, boom, look what happened with him in the transfer portal. He actually can move up now. He's more mature. His game is more polished. It's a big-time advantage. Big-time advantage.
That's what I was saying.
I ain't seen nothing like this. All I'm asking for is give me this rule back in 1997. That's all I'm asking for.
Yep. I was just saying this. I was saying this, Coach, but hey, listen, the times has changed, and we got to deal with what's happening right now, right?
Yeah.
It's giving kids a great advantage. I'm with what's ever going to give the kid an advantage because for a long time, they've been at a disadvantage. Honestly, they had to play against, now they had to play against ball players, but they had to play against the system.
Yes.
Right? And the system was set up to take advantage of athletes. Now, athletes are in a position to take advantage of the system and what's provided for them. You know, I'm gonna bring this back. I said 25 and 26 is a bit reach for the age for a reclass. Like again with the age thing.
Now, Coach.
Okay. I have a question.
Go ahead.
If 26 and 28 is a big reach, what happens to the guy that's in the military that gets to come back and play at that age?
Great call.
I got a rebuttal for everybody, man.
You're ready. Now,
the military.
I want to ask you a question, Coach. With with the JUCO rule, do you know if when they start their 4-year process, can they get like a red shirt after the 2 years of JUCO?
I think that will be an NCAA decision.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell you that right now because I think the coaches are going through that. You guys, I'm gonna need you guys to continue. I'm about to order this sandwich. I'm gonna take this mic off real quick, and I'm coming right back to y'all. Let me order this sandwich. Sorry.
All right, bet.
You got
it. No, this is right now. I'm gonna leave it more right there.
I was gonna Chop cheese real quick if you can slide it in, you know?
Hey man, chopped cheese. When they wasn't making that when I don't think chopped cheese was around when I was eating meat. And as soon as I stopped eating meat, all these good things start popping up on social media. I'm like, oh my God, I look so good. Just like it's just too much. But coach, let's be real, right?
Yeah.
We know that there's some disadvantages and some advantages to playing basketball. All right. Not everyone has a chance to play high school basketball, and not everyone has a chance to participate on a high level, right? There's a lot of kids out there in America who are putting up some great numbers, 1,000-point scorers, some 2,000-point scorers who probably would never see the light of day at a university, right? This gives them an opportunity to not only go to Juco and continue their basketball career and hopefully get a chance to get a scholarship and a free education to pursue their dreams on the next level.
And listen, if we're just talking that, we're just, you know, that aspect of getting kids into universities and getting kids degrees and giving kids more time to, you know, make connections and NIL. And, you know, what I always talk about when these kids go to these universities, D2, D3, whatever, you get a chance to meet, you know, the donors, you get to meet the alumni, you know, the people who are involved in the circle. Those are the guys who get you jobs after that. And, you know, that's a huge benefit of playing in, you know, basketball in college. And listen, I think it's going to take a little time for everyone to adjust to that. But think of all three levels being affected by this. I really do agree with you and Coach that there are way more positives. And it's not that I didn't think that. I just think of, you know, how it's going to change the high school recruiting landscape, because that's what the portal did. You know, it made it very stressful, and they had to add a lot more emphasis on the prep school. And maybe this junior college thing will kind of, you know, level that out and like you said, get rid of a lot of the crap and kind of focus it, you know.
Hold on. Let me show you guys something real quick. Look at this here right here. I don't think you guys can see it. I'm gonna read it off to you guys. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna share it. I just gonna read it off to you guys, right? The oldest guys in college basketball right now, DeJuan Clayton from Manhattan College. He played 8 years in college, right? He went to Coppin State, Hartford, California, then Manhattan.
But he got injured a couple of times too, didn't he?
Yeah. But still, injuries and illness limit him to only 9 contests with 4 full seasons played and 3 largely eliminated health issues. Right?
Yeah.
Who's this right here? Somebody just hit me up. Hold on.
All right, guys, we want to take a commercial break.
We'll
do a little advertisement for Farmers by the Deli. One of the best sandwich spots in Brooklyn.
Oh, bad. Tell them they need to sponsor the show. We got another player, 8 years, Alexis Yetna, played for Fairfield, 8 years in school. Spencer Johnson, 6 years in college, BYU. Seth Towns, 8 years in college. Osborne Shima, Iona, 6 years in college. Right? He was in New Mexico Military Institute, then Iona. Anina Mood in Montana, 7 years in college. Juwan Munoz, 8 years in college. Like on and on and on and on. So let's start with this nonsense with these, you know, the players going to be older. There are players right now, as we speak, before this rule even existed.
That's right.
That we can say had a clear advantage. Do we knock those kids because they put themselves in a better situation to get into a situation for themselves, right? To not only get a master's degree, some of them at this time can get a PhD on the low.
Years.
8 years. You better get a damn. You come out
But
a
you gotta stay
doctor.
eligible, right? You gotta stay eligible to play, so you're getting
Yes,
something.
that's
Yeah.
right.
It's true.
And for those that never played the sport, they really think that these kids are running around just playing to play and could jump from school to school. At the end of the day, you still gotta have those 12 credits, and you still gotta be above that 2.0. So remember, there's a word in front of that word athlete. It's called student athlete. So as much people want to complain about these guys getting all these years, they still got to be students in the classroom first, no matter what. So we could sit here and complain, oh, they're in school for all these years, but at least they learning. Because they can't play if you ain't got no grades.
True.
Can't play.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, they took away the SAT rule. They help guys with that one, right? So now you got to be a super genius or be extra smart now, or get somebody to take the test for you. All right, that's not happening no more. So they eliminated that. So now you just got to show and prove in the classroom and just make it through. You got your 12 credits. Most programs give guys 18 credits per semester, 15 minimum. So, like I said, man, this is the win-win. In the Juco world, Juco basketball is gonna be like 1990s to the mid 2000s. That I'm telling you, is gonna be something special.
Are you and Tippy ready?
Oh yes, we are. Oh yes, we are. Look, man, it was like music to our ears. I'm gonna tell you something. When the man texted me and he said, "Oh," he said, "You saw the new rule with the NCAA that could hurt the NCAA." I was like, "What?" But he was tricking me. So when I went to go look at the new rule, it was nothing to hurt. It was more of a blessing in disguise.
That's right.
He threw me off. He knew exactly what he was doing when he said that to me, because he knew that I was going to look out of state of emergency. Like, oh no, what they doing now?
Yep.
When I saw that, I said, no, the floodgates has opened.
Might have to get some more office space, Coach. Telling
The
you, man.
floodgates has opened, and understand this. The legitimate, remember I just said this, the legitimate prep coaches should now be getting jobs in the JUCO world. And when I'm saying legitimate, I'm talking about the guys that came out of post-grad programs. I was coaching there. And you have your bachelor's to coach as a head coach at a JUCO level. Because in order to coach the JUCO level, you have to have your bachelor's. I think you could be an assistant with nothing in the JUCO world. But it's a big advantage for everybody in these two right here.
Eric
that's
Kennedy
why I love
said,
it.
if I'm coaching kids at AAU, oh, sorry about that, Coach. I thought you was on.
Yeah, we good.
He said, if I'm coaching kids at AAU, I would encourage kids 14U to play 18U.
We might have lost Coach.
Like I don't. Okay, E. Like, look.
All right, here we go. I'm back.
When I was
technology
playing
and cap.
AAU, there was no age. You play AAU, you played high school. That's it. Kenny Anderson was playing with Riverside. He wasn't playing 14U, 15U. He was playing high school. Everybody played against each other. Right? The sneaker companies started splitting it up into ages.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe you could do that with some elite players for sure. But listen, a lot of guys like Coach has seen need to go through the process of, and that's what the whole rule is trying to get. It's not trying to get the top 150 prospects. It's trying to get 151 to a million. You know what I mean? It's trying to set up all those guys who aren't the main guys for potential success down the road. I think that's what people got to see with this. It's more of a big picture, and D1's got a D1, D2. They're gonna have to adjust like they do with everything.
Yeah. Any closing remarks, Coach, before we get out of here? Yeah.
You can hear me? Hold on.
We got you.
Hold on. Hold on, Coach. I'm in the car right now. I'm trying to get you connected to the speaker so I can hear you louder.
All right, bet. Put a thumbs up when you're ready.
Yeah, you let us know when you're ready, Coach.
Again, this right here, man, is it's been a great conversation. It's going crazy all over the internet. YouTube, people talking about it. Definitely on Twitter, Instagram. A lot of people talking about this. You got a lot of people that's very frustrated, and I think it's the fact that it's not saying just parents, but maybe some people who don't understand the process. And we had a college professor who was in the comments having a discussion, and I was trying to get him on just from that perspective of giving kids or an opportunity or hurting. I don't remember what side he was on, but he was definitely in debates with another person about the disadvantages or advantages. But I say at the end of the day, when you've been on the inside like myself, like you, and like others who, Coach, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, you went off.
I
You
must have
took your
just.
yeah.
I'm here. You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you
You
clear.
can,
Yeah.
all right. I was trying to play through my car to play through the car, but for some
No,
reason
it's so good.
it's not.
We
It's not
want to get
happening.
your closing remarks before we get up out of here.
Hold on. You got me there. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to share with you guys.
Maybe we should go out and come back in. I'm gonna let them go out, come back
Yeah,
in.
traffic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think my opinion on this is going to grow as I kind of see it. I saw that the head coach of Texas football was furious about it. Having a said putting the 25-year-olds against 18-year-olds, but I think you got to look at the whole picture. I think it'll give it a lot more parity. I think small school teams will be able to be a lot more competitive with older rosters. And like I said, it affects a small amount of the top players, maybe negatively, but listen, if you got to beat a 23-year-old's butt or a 26-year-old's butt to win the national championship, does it really matter? I don't know.
It listen, it really doesn't matter at this point, right? Again, you can either there you go. You
Like
can
I'm
like
back,
you said,
and now
yeah,
it's playing through the car. Now I'm good.
good.
All
You
right,
you
Coach.
can you can you can be a dinosaur and you know not get with the times, or you can kind of adjust with the times.
Yeah.
And I'm with adjusting with the times because the rules gonna be the rules, and you keep fighting against it. It ain't gonna do nothing but put some negative energy in these kids and put fear in their hearts.
Yeah, and
I
listen.
mean, but what is it to fight though? That's the question, Pooh. What is there to fight? Because you're fighting against opportunity. You
Now I
understand?
agree. I
Oh,
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. If the opportunity is there, again, for you to compete, and it's not gonna do anything but get these kids better. And listen, it may open up uh, a great path for kids to go overseas because kids have 4 years, 6 years of experience, and they still want to continue
Yeah.
their basketball career. There's opportunities for that as well.
And it's not like you listen. It's not like you watch college basketball being dominated by 25-year-olds, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not like every player has a 25-year-old who's elite. It's not really affecting basketball as much as people think.
yes. And for me, uh, I just think that, like I said, the floodgates has opened. Children got all kind of opportunities now, and coaches should have more jobs. The jobs should be. Listen, how about this? Now coaches is going to be out here actually recruiting because now you have to go to all these JUCO exposure events now. You're gonna have to show up. You're gonna have to go out and look for players.
And
Now guys got to go out there and recruit.
How much better is JUCO going to get, Coach? Think about how
A
much
whole lot, a whole lot better because now everybody's gonna want to go. That kid that could have went D1 and redshirted, he could go JUCO.
Yeah.
He could go JUCO. And watch this. Isn't this what's happening right now because of the transfer portal?
Yes.
Guys that weren't all right. So guys were going to JUCO. Guys were going to JUCO because of the transfer portal. Because the first thing that if you're not top 100 or top 150 in the country, all right, the chance of you going D1 as a freshman the window is going to be small because that portal, the way I looked last year. Let's talk about the guys that didn't get picked up that put themselves into the portal.
A lot of them.
A lot.
Yeah.
Now they don't have to force themselves to go D1 to D2. They could go that 2 years, get a JUCO career, be sharper, tougher, much better. How about even more mature? Because isn't that what the transfer portal was about anyway? Wasn't these coaches looking for more experienced players? They were not looking to recruit high school seniors coming out of high school as freshmen because they know what they have to deal with in the beginning as far as them being ready.
Yeah,
and remember, guys, jobs is on the line. So they're looking for instant gratification, microwave players.
That's what I said in the beginning. It's going on. It was happening right now. So what's the fear, right? I was speaking to Scotty Lee and his dad, and Scotty Lee's dad said, you know what? We want to go to prep school because if we go to junior college, we may lose a year or two of eligibility. That's just not just the Lee family. That's kids all over the country. They don't want to take that chance of jumping into junior college so early because they're going to lose a couple of years of eligibility. This is why a lot of them go to prep school route.
Hold on. How about the parents that think that JUCO is like almost like a juvenile detention? Let's talk about the people that look down at JUCO as it's not a good opportunity. Like, I'm not sending my kid to a junior college. I'd rather him go to university. You know, and then next thing you know, that kid is riding the pond for 3 years, and then he probably get 5 or 10 minutes his senior year. Why? You know, sometimes certain players need that junior college experience before they get to that 4-year program. Because if I'm in the school and my job is on the line, I gotta focus on my best players and the ones that actually follow what I want to get done. You know what I gotta do to a freshman? That's a whole lot of teaching. Especially when my AD's telling me I got to get such and such done this year, or we got to look like this and this and this, and the kids don't even know about that because their job is on the line. So the way I look at it, it's a beautiful position for people who wanted to force their kids into 4-year schools and thinking that the 4-year school was it. No, now your child has an opportunity to live 2 lives. You have 2 phases to go through. You have the junior college route, and guess what? It doesn't affect your 4 years eligibility.
Crazy.
It does not affect you. Yo, that's wild.
Now, did you hear any rumors about this, Coach? Like, do you have any idea that this was coming down the pipe or anything?
No, I got blindsided like everybody else.
For sure.
I had no clue. This wasn't in the talks. This wasn't like a rumor. It just came out. Bam.
Listen, it was football that did this, right?
There would have been a whole bunch of people debunking it.
Listen, it's football that did this, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
It wasn't about basketball. It's really never about basketball.
It's the Vanderbilt quarterback case, yeah, of course.
There you go. Yes. It's that right there.
Explain that, Brian. Hold on for a sec. Go. Explain that, Brian. What the Vanderbilt situation? Because I'm not.
He was the guy that was filing a petition with the NCAA to get his years back from Juco. You know, he was at like New Mexico State and then transferred to Vanderbilt this year and had a huge year. And he was kind of, trying to get his years back through Juco. And people thought it was nuts, but it struck a chord with a lot of people, and I think it kind of escalated all this into happening. And
Hey,
probably tell you
yeah, sorry.
that have tried
Yeah,
that.
B, go ahead, B.
I was saying there's been other players that have tried that and done it, but with how popular football is, I think it brought a lot of eyes to it and kind of made it happen all of a sudden.
All right. So remember I said football, right? Where did the NIL deal started?
Football.
Where did my is it Rick Pitino or Calipari? Who's at Alabama now? Who's at the football school?
Nate Oates is out there.
Because it
No,
was
no,
Nick
no, no, no.
Saban. It was Nick Saban at first, and then he left.
Where's Calipari at right now?
Arkansas.
What kind of school is that again?
Football.
It's a football school.
Follow the money. That's all I got to say.
That's real, man.
Follow the money. And wherever the money is, those doors has to open. Because the money talking. And once that money open that door, all the other doors has to be open. And that's what's happening.
Now, coaches.
I'm gonna bring back one more. Who was getting paid in college basketball the legit way? Wasn't it golf and tennis players? Oh,
I think.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Follow the money. Follow the money. That's all I have to say.
You were saying
And
something
that's
big?
it right there.
I was just wondering if coach could tell us if the NIL has kind of made its way to Juco in any way.
I think it has.
Yeah.
I think it has. It's just very little and small. And if it's there, the big time JUCOs will have it. But it's coming though. It's gonna be there.
Do you think?
I mean, why wouldn't it be there? Why wouldn't it be? Hold on, sorry. Why wouldn't it be there for the JUCO kid if we have 15-year-olds getting NIL deals right now?
Well, hold on.
There like a 12?
Yeah, but let me say this, Coach. There's a difference. The NIL deals come from corporations. The money from the college come from the collective. That means they have a big booster fund that these boosters put that money in for the kids. So there's two differences, right? So people get it twisted. They think that a lot of this money that these kids get from colleges are NIL deals. The NIL deals is from a corporation like Coca-Cola, Red Bull. That's the NIL deal. And Nike and Adidas, right? The collective money that these kids get, those checks to go to these colleges, are from the boosters. So that's the collective money that they get. So it's two different. So if a junior college don't have that kind of funding and have that booster situation, no, it's not going to happen. And if they don't have a super athlete that can get a corporation to buy into them, yes, right? So
yeah,
that's where the money comes from.
But guess what? I'm gonna say it again. That NIL deal at a JUCO is gonna be where? Football school. Football schools. That's where all the money is at. That's where so all the big time JUCOs with big time football programs, somebody gonna take care of them. Those JUCOs that got big time arenas, somebody gonna have money there. I'm not gonna call the name of the schools, but there's some schools out there that got some heavy hitters behind them.
Definitely.
So I think it's definitely gonna be part. Now with this 2-year thing going on, and everybody getting their 4 years, I think JUCO will end up making more money behind this.
Do you think
the competition is going to be steep? It's going to be tough.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Do you think colleges will like JUCOs will start to I would say, I guess it's crazy. Do you think D1 programs will start to almost have JUCOs as their development programs, partner with?
Great question.
Well, let's say that was already going on.
Of course.
Let's say that's already going on. So How many Division I JUCO guys that either had a successful player or a successful season is not at that JUCO anymore? They're now at 4-year programs as assistants.
Mm-hmm.
So the for me, the starting point for a lot of assistants is through the JUCO route.
Okay.
Is through the JUCO route because you could package the player and the coach together, which usually happens. Or I left the university where I used to coach at to be a head at a JUCO where I was an assistant. And yes, that's the pipeline from the school. Yes, of course. Why not? Because like I said, it's happening now. Because what is mostly basketball recruitment in the collegiate world when you're dealing with college basketball? Isn't it relationships?
Of course.
That's a fact.
I could
I
see
mean,
back to
yeah,
Duke. I could see a lot of coaches who, get fired, from the D1 level, even the D2 that want to get back in that will go to JUCO now, to coach it.
that's the best place for them.
Yep.
Listen, if I was once a D1 coach and I got put out, I'm going to JUCO to find and get another job to come back to go D1.
Absolutely. It's going to be a huge pipeline. It's definitely.
So somebody's probably in the background pulling all the strings
Yeah,
to this
I'm
situation.
going for head coaching.
Makes a
You
lot
heard
of
me?
sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen to me. When I go back and work at the JUCO All-American camp with Scott Golden, you're going to see how many guys that was out that's back in it. When you go to the Peach Dam this year, you're going to see how many guys that said I'm not coaching this year going to be out there looking for jobs. Wait till the NCAA tournament kick in. That last day, the Final Four weekend is going to be crazy.
Oh my God. No.
You know what I mean? You know how many coaches are going to be out there auditioning for jobs? Especially in the JUCO world? Huh.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a plus for everyone. The ball player, the coach, and the schools. Everybody wins.
Triple win.
Well,
Everybody wins.
Well said.
I cannot see how this could hurt any institutions at all.
Well said, Coach. Listen, we appreciate you coming on the show, giving us this
Man,
knowledge.
thank you for having me on it, man. I truly apologize that, listen, I'm just I'm living the coach's life and coming out of New York City Hoops Academy, at 8:15, I got my two sons in the back car here, my birthday boy over there,
Happy birthday, happy birthday, kid.
Yeah, that's Akazi, man. We team autism over here, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. So, just trying to be, do the fatherly duties and being a coach and then come out doing this interview. I mean, I really appreciate you guys even taking time to even ask me to be here. I really do. And I thank you very much, Pooh, for that.
Nah.
It's so funny because we was just on the bus talking, man. You was going to Canarsie. I was just coming from the wild working out with Tip.
Facts.
And I didn't think in less than a week I'll be here with you because that was just last Sunday.
That's NYC basketball, baby.
This is what we do, baby. This is what we do.
The basketball gods are watching.
No doubt.
Rest in peace to my man Eric Fogel, man. He would have listened. If Eric Fogel was alive to see this right now, oh my God, I could see him biting his finger and be like, yes, finally it's done. It's done. Because, man, like I said, how many kids left JUCO that were good enough to play D2 and end up going D3? That ain't gonna happen no more, man. Guys got years now to work their way up. But my question before we get off this, do you think they're gonna add a couple of obstacles to this to make it not that easy? Because I don't think they're fully done with with everything. They got to put more things in place. So do you think they're gonna put a couple more obstacles to make it not that easy?
I could see them. I could see them saying, "You don't get a redshirt year. Maybe even we'll take that redshirt away too. If you go to JUCO first,
Yeah.
because then you're into your 6th year after 2 years of JUCO. At that
It's
point,
gonna be somebody spoiled or privileged on that board that's not gonna want to have this, and they're gonna try to do something. But if they don't, and they leave it open like this, blessings on top of blessings.
That's right, man.
Salute, right? As it says, salute.
That's right.
Cheers.
Well, we
thanks for
appreciate you,
coming on.
Coach. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys, man. Appreciate your love, man.
All right, all right. Happy birthday to you again, young king.
Yes, yes, yes. Say thank you, Kazi. All right.
All right, Coach.
All right, man. Thank you for having me.
Yep, I see
All
you
right.
soon.
All right.
We got a lot of questions answered tonight, Coach.
I am so happy for him and Tippy, man. I'm so happy for those guys. That's great.
They've been doing a lot of great things for a lot of years, helping a lot of kids, man. So salute to Coach Tippy, Coach A.
Hey, listen, as a guy who loves to, help kids with recruitment and go through the process and track kids where they're going, where they transfer. Coach Tippy is the best, man. He lets me know where these kids are that I haven't seen in years. The way he can track kids and follow kids from New York, is incredible. Love that guy.
Salute to the legend. No doubt. Well, B, another great show. Listen, we went an hour and 30 today, baby. So we're trying to give y'all the best way we can give y'all all the information. Definitely want to make sure that we give a super shout out to all of our high school teams that's out of town, on the road, representing New York City and Long Island the best way, upstate, the best way y'all can. Come back safe, and we'll see y'all after the new year.
Happy holidays, everybody.
No doubt. We are out.
Be good. See you later, my man.
No doubt.